stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I could have been in prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Play action, now it's Tua. On the move to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup. It's on first down. Here's second and a yard. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Right, 97. Black walk.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Always got some breathing room. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
On second down, Tua. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Pollard going to try the right side and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Here's Pollard again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Able to slither by. And he's brought down. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Tua going to run the sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Falcons have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Galloway. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Packers at 10-2 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Ready? From just shy of midfield, Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go, set.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC. Some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
10 cycles.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. Here's Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go. Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Up the middle they go. Galloway. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Let's go.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Check 2.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a give here to Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Right. Blue, black. Yellow, blue. Red, yellow.
Here's Tua. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Isaiah Oliver there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Love looking to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, Love. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early. I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2 now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Tua sets up to pass it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to pass. Tua. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
3-3. Faster.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
On the
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Love. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Ready. Green back. Right two.
First down, going to the air with Love. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Galloway, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Hey, checkmate.
Love from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Point after here coming up. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah,
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. Tony Pollard, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. With his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Going to run again here with Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Here we go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, Blue. Ball red. Watch it. Sit.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
The wide receiver of the carrier. He was brought in on number 26. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
in need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Shot, 17.
Here's Pollard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Now Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Galloway. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Check right. Steal. Check steal.
Up the middle they go. Galloway. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll send the tight end in motion. Tua now on first down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 233 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Ready up. Slide 2. Hey, left.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Packers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Pollard. 245 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On the ready?
Run for Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set.
It's the game 3. 1st down.
Tagovailoa. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. That's It's caught, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Here we go.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Falcons, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through.